Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to solve a 4x4. So hold on, let me scramble this. Okay, so the first step is to make the white center. So you see this and this, you want to try to connect them to make what is called a bar. Then hold it on the left or right, you can choose any. I like it on the left. Then you find the pieces for the next one. And look, it's already done. So I move this down to make the white center. A common thing you would find is this, where 3 pieces are already done, but 1 is not. So this is on the bottom, this is on the top. So move it to the bottom as well, but not on the same side. I'm sorry, some chaos is happening in the background. So you see, this is on the bottom, this is on the top. So move it to the bottom as well, but don't move it here, because you also mess up. So move it to the other spot, then move this up, move it to where it will connect to the other bar, and then move it back down. Now another thing you will find is this on the opposite side, and this is also here. So same thing, move it here. Not on this is on the bottom, this is also on the bottom. Move it to a different one, then move this up, move it to where it will connect to here, then move it back down. Then you would see you made it. When you're making the last few bars, you might find that one piece is here and one piece is here. So the same thing here, when this is on the bottom and you're making the last few bars, you have no choice but to make it like this, where the white face is internally on the bottom. So if you do this, then you have to be careful that you don't break the other white bar. So make sure it's always vertical, not horizontal, or else you'll break it. So make sure it's also always vertical. Then make this bar. If you're really smart, then you can choose to not touch the bar at all. Then orient it to where it's going to connect. Then move down. And then you made the white center. The second step is to make the yellow center. Same thing, we're going to make a bar. I already got one here. I got lucky. Then move it like this. But you see how that breaks white. So what we're going to do here is we're going to turn the top twice and move it back down. Now you can see white is still here, and then we have a bar on top. You should keep in mind that the white and the yellow are on opposite sides. So the next one, we're going to do this. Occasionally you'll run into a problem like this where you move it up and then you turn it twice and then move it down. You'll bring another yellow bar down. So what you're going to do here is that you'll bring another yellow bar down, and then the white is still here, but you want all of them to go up because they're on opposite sides, of course. So what you're gonna do here is move it like this, where they both on the same part. Then move this up, then move it twice, and then move it back down. Then you can see we got 2 centers now. So the next step is to solve all of the 4 centers around here. Now, there's the Yao method, and I'll cover that in a different tutorial, but not right now. The tutorial is not out yet. I'll give it to you. So the same thing with the white and yellow. You're gonna keep them on the side. Make sure to not use these moves, or else they'll break the yellow and white. So if you don't know the order, if you do it from white left, it's red, blue, orange, green. But if you do it from the yellow side, it's blue, red, green, and orange. I like doing it from here. So the first thing I want to do is make the red one. So I already got 2 bars. I got lucky. So remember, move it here and then move them down. Now I got 3 centers. Now the next one is going to be blue, and I also got lucky. So the move you'll do is the exact same as the last moves on the yellow center. Yeah. Then the next situation is the last 2 centers. Now, you probably know that green is meant to be here, not orange. But I'll deal with that later. So if you have a situation like this, then you have to make sure that both dots are on the bottom left. that both dots are on the bottom left. So now you do this sequence of moves. There we go. Now you can see that these two centers need to swap. So how to swap them is to do this. Double arrow R, U2, double arrow R prime. Then you can see I move one bar up, but I need the other one to go up. So you would want to do this. So you would want to do it like this. Hold on. So there's like a reason, like you'll have to do it on your left or right. This time I'll do it on my right. So it's this. R prime down. Double arrow R prime down. F2. Double arrow R. Now you can see all of them are in place. The next step is to solve the edges around it, so the next step is to solve these outer pieces, so it's kind of like a 3x3. So the first thing you want to do is just to find an edge. So I'm doing the orange and white. Now, because this is here, I need to find the other one. It's right here, so I'm going to move it down with it. Now you can see these two can line up. So I line them up like this. But then you can see the centers break. So you're going to do the sequence of moves. R, U, R prime. Then fix all of the centers. Then you can see you made this. And you keep doing this until all of the centers are solved. Until all of the edges are solved. You don't need to follow all the steps like do all the white ones first. You can do like the orange and blue, green and red. You can do any of them, but I think only doing the white ones are best for beginners. So yeah, you just keep on doing all the edges until all of them are solved, and then it'll turn into like a 3x3. I said a 3x3. Now when you're finding pieces, you might find something like this, where these two are on the same side, but they're not flipped correctly. So the thing you will want to do here, there's two ways, but I do the easier way. So the first way is this. You do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R. Then you can see these two flipped, and now you can line them up together. Or the other way you can do it is like this. So you see how these two are incorrect? This does not break the centers or anything. So what you do is you just make sure when you move this, there's nothing here, so they won't break. The way you do it is just to do a double move. So now you can see they're a bit far, but if you do a middle double move like that, then you can see they line up, and then you can put the rest of them back. A problem you would run into is that if you do this, a problem that you would see is that if you do this, and if you do this, you'll break another one. You'll break another one. So what you want to do here is the same thing as the yellow center on the last moves. So you put one that's already here like this, then move this up, turn the unsolved face there, then move it back down. Then you can see all of them are on top, and I can fix the centers. So once you're done with the first one, you flip it upside down and then do the other ones. Now you can see here green. There we go. That's how you do it. And if you run into and every cube going up, it'll have that same situation with the last edge on a layer. So yeah, same thing here. You would want this here, move it up, there, then back down. It's just like RUR. So once you've done all of the things here, you'll move on to these last four edges here. Now what you would want to do is now every time you want them to be like this. Because if you, hold on. Because if you do them like this, there's nowhere to put them. So I know you can outsmart it a bit like this, but that's going to be way more confusing. But, so now you want them to always be like this. So the thing you want to do here is to just do that same thing. So you do this move, then do that flipping algorithm I showed you earlier, which was that, then move it back. Then you can see this move. The reason this, the reason why this happened is because once you flip this, and then you'll flip this one, so it ends up here, and then this piece is right here, so it'll connect to here. Now these last two are the same. You just do this. You can't ignore the bottom one, but on a 5x5, that's going to be, then you have to pay attention to the bottom one. Or you can just do an algorithm to solve it. But on 4x4, you don't have to care about that. So once you do this, now you can see it's like a 3x3. And now you can do all the steps, like make the white cross. Make the white cross. Like that. And then I can do F12. So some problems you can have is this. So occasionally you'll run into a situation like this where it's not possible. So the thing you would do here is this algorithm. This is a very long algorithm, so you better pay attention. Are you paying attention? Alright, here we go. So you want that flipped edge in front of you. And if you have one of them, like ignore these two. If you have one of them like this, then also do that same thing. Or you can do it anyway. But don't do the one that already is solved. So point the one that you want to solve. Point the one that you want to flip in front of you. Then do this algorithm. Double air R. U2. And X means to rotate the bottom. Then do those two moves again. Then again. Then double air R prime. U2, anyway, it's fine. Double air L, U2, R, double air R prime, U2, double air R, U2, double air R prime, U2, double air R prime. Now you can see this is solved. And now you can continue solving as usual. Now another problem you would run into is this, where a case is not normally possible. So two-edge swap is not supposed to be possible when all of the yellow is done on top. Occasionally you will do an algorithm like this. You would do a slice move like this, then do U2, anyways, fine. Also, I forgot to mention that you have to have the two solves to like this. And these two are facing the left and the back. So you do these two slice moves, U2, again, double air U2, do those two slice moves again, and then double air U2. Now you can see this is solved, and now I can solve it. Now the other case you will find is like they're like this. So you would just hold them like this, and the two solved ones here, then do that same algorithm. Then you just do a double move like that. There you go, you solved your first 4x4. Now I'm using the Chi cube, which is not very good, but there are other good speed cubes on speedcubeshop.com, so go get them. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and like the video. Goodbye.